Why not? Welcome back my fellow pixelators, what's going on? So I'm Lucky HD here, and today I'm loading another Minecraft pixel tutorial build on the Naruto vs Sasuke part 12. And without further ado, enough of that being said, let's get straight into this tutorial. So for today's blocks, we're going to be using a black concrete and our gold block. And for the area we're going to be going off today, we're actually going to be flying back over to the left hand side of Naruto. And as you can see that up left diagonal that we did, and we also did that one going to the right here. We're going to fly to the one sticking to the right first, and then we'll go to that up left diagonal. So again, I'm just going to fly in and place a gold block, just for those that don't get where we're going off. We are going to be going off that area right there. Also, if you could hit that like button and subscribe as well to the channel if you haven't already, that would be much appreciated and helps out the channel a lot. And again, as you can see, that is the area we're going off right there. So we're going to fly back in towards here. And once you have flown to this one sticking up to the right here, we're going to do a upright diagonal. And from this upright diagonal, we're going to place one to the right. And then we're going to repeat this two here, two more times in a upright diagonal direction. So do an upright diagonal, place one to the right, that's one. Do another upright diagonal, place another one to the right, and that's two. And as you can see, if you take out your gold block and place two to the right, so one and two, it connects in upright diagonal direction to this black concrete line that we did here for the teeth as well. And if yours does connect, well, that means you just done everything correctly, so we can destroy those gold blocks, because we won't be needing those. And once you have done that, we're going to fly to that up left diagonal that I said we'll fly to. So as you can see, that up left diagonal right there, we're going to fly in towards here. And once you have flown here, we're going to do another up left diagonal from here, just like so. And from this up left diagonal, we're going to place one going to the left. We're then going to place one on top. Then we're going to fly underneath by one, so back into this left corner. And we're going to place one going to the left from here for now. And now we're going to zoom out. So again, once we've done that, we're going to fly to the one on top. And then we'll come back to the one sticking up to the left later on. So, once we've flown back to this one on top, we're going to do three upright diagonals from here. So 1, 2, and 3. And from this third one, we're going to place one to the right, just like so. And then we're going to repeat this two here 3 more times in a upright diagonal direction. So, do an upright diagonal, place one to the right, that's 1. Do another upright diagonal, place another one to the right, that's 2. Do another upright diagonal, and another one to the right, and that's 3. And there we go. That should be 4 of those 2's in total in a upright diagonal direction. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. And once you've got 4 of those, fly back towards the end one. So back to here. And we're going to do 2 upright diagonals from here. So 1 and 2. And from the second one, place one to the right, just like so. We're then going to repeat this 2 here 2 more times in a upright diagonal direction. So do an upright diagonal, place one to the right, that's 1. Another upright diagonal, another one to the right, and that is 2. As you can see, that should be 3 of those 2's in total in a upright diagonal direction. So 1, 2, and 3. Once you've got 3 of those, fly back towards the end one, so back to here. And we're going to do 2 upright diagonals. So 1 and 2. And from the second one, we're going to place one to the right, just like so. And do another upright diagonal, and place another one to the right, just like so. Then do another upright diagonal, and this time we're going to place 3 going to the right, so 1, 2, and 3. We're then going to do a bottom right diagonal, and from this bottom right diagonal, place 1 to the right, and then we're going to do 3 bottom right diagonals from here, so 1, 2, and 3. And as you can see, this third one should just connect on top of this one sticking out, that was sticking out to the left here, but we're also going to go off this one sticking out to the left. So once you've done that third bottom right diagonal, you just fly down by 1, and you just place one to the left of here, just like so. So we should be looking like that right there. Once you have done that though, fly to the one sticking out to the left, and once you've flown here, we're going to do a bottom left diagonal. From this bottom left diagonal, place one to the left, just like so, and do 2 bottom left diagonals. So 1 and 2. From the second one, we're going to place 2 going to the left, so 1 and 2. We're then going to place 1 underneath, and then from this one underneath, we're going to fly up by 1, so back up to here, and we're going to place 2 on top of here, so 1 and 2. And then there we go, that little area there is complete, so we can zoom out, and there you go, there is the mouth done. For the outline obviously, not the shading, but once we have done that, we are going to fly back to that one sticking out to the left that I said we'd come back to. So this one all the way over here, on the front of the mouth, we want to fly in towards here. And once we've flown back to this one sticking out to the left, we're going to place another 9 going to the left from here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Then do 2 up left diagonals. So 1 and 2. From the second up left diagonal, we're going to place a 3 going up. So 1, 2, and 3. And there we go, should be looking like that right there. And we're now going to do another up left diagonal from here. And from this up left diagonal, we're going to place 2 on top. So 1 and 2. And do another up left diagonal. And from this up left diagonal, place 2 on top again. So 1 and 2. Then do another up left diagonal. And from this up left diagonal, we're going to place a 3 going to the left. So 1, 2, and 3. And then once we've done this, we're going to take out our gold block. And once you've taken out your gold block, we're going to place 7 going on top of this 3 that we just placed to the left right here. So we're going to place 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And then once you have placed 7 gold blocks going up from here, take out your black concrete and place 1 on top, just like so. We're then going to do an upright diagonal. From this upright diagonal, place 1 to the right, then do another upright diagonal and place 2 to the right. So 1 and 2. And then once you have done that, we are going to zoom out. And there you go, as you can see, we're done with that little area there. So this is part of the nose we're doing right here. And we can destroy those gold blocks, because we won't be needing those. And once you destroyed those gold blocks, fly back down to the 3 that we placed to the left, which is 4 in total right here. So fly back to the end here. And we're going to place another 6 going to the left from here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. We're then going to do an up left diagonal. And from this up left diagonal, we're going to place 3 to the left. So 1, 2, and 3. We're then going to do another up left diagonal. And from this up left diagonal, we're going to place 2 to the left. So 1 and 2. Then do another up left diagonal. And from this up left diagonal, place another 2 to the left. So 1 and 2. Then do an up left diagonal. This time, place 1 to the left. And then we're going to do 3 up left diagonals from here. So 1, 2, and 3. And from this up left diagonal, we're going to place 6 going on top. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. We're then going to do a up right diagonal. And from this upright diagonal, we're going to place 2 on top. So 1 and 2. Then do another upright diagonal. And from this upright diagonal, place 1 on top, just like so. Then do another upright diagonal. And from this upright diagonal, place 1 on top. And then do another upright diagonal. And this time, we're going to place 2 on top. So 1 and 2. Then do another upright diagonal. And from this upright diagonal, place 3 on top this time. So 1, 2, and 3. And then we're going to do another upright diagonal. And from this upright diagonal, place another 3 on top. So 1, 2, and 3. Then do another upright diagonal. And this time, we're going to place 5 going on top. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And we're then going to do another upright diagonal. And from this upright diagonal, we're going to place 2 on top. So 1 and 2. We're then going to do another upright diagonal from here. And from this upright diagonal, we're going to place 7 on top. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. We're then going to do a up left diagonal. And from this up left diagonal, we're going to place 3 on top. So 1, 2, and 3. We're then going to do another up left diagonal from here. And from this up left diagonal, we're going to place 6 on top. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. We're then going to do 4 up left diagonals from here. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. And from this 4th one, place 1 on top just like so. And do 3 up left diagonals. So 1, 2, and 3. And from this 3rd one, place 2 on top. So 1, 2. We then want to do a up left diagonal from here. And from this up left diagonal, place 1 on top. We're then going to do another up left diagonal. We're going to place another 1 on top. Then do another up left diagonal. And place another 1 on top. And then this time, we're going to place 1 to the left of it. We're then going to place 1 on top. Then fly underneath by 1. And place 1 to the left. And once we've done that, we're going to zoom out quickly so we can have a look at what we've done so far. So as you can see, we've got the nose bit little done there. And we're coming up to the very top of the base, where the rest of the, basically, headband is going to go on top of here. And obviously the eyebrow coming down and the hair. Which originally I was planning on just going over with the face. But I think what we're going to do first is we're going to go from the one sticking out to the left. So we go all the way up to the top, so we can actually make sure that we've done everything correctly so far, and we're in line with the top of Sasuke as well. So we're going to fly to that one sticking out to the left, right here. So flying towards here. And once you have flown in towards here, we're going to place 3 going to the left from here. So 1, 2, and 3. We're then going to do an up the left diagonal. From this up left diagonal, place 2 on top. So 1 and 2. And then do another up left diagonal. And from this up left diagonal, we're going to place 4 on top. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. We're then going to place 1 to the right. Then flying to the left by 1, so back to this left corner here. And so we're going to place 1 to the left. We're then going to place 1 on top. We're then going to place 1 to the left. And then flying to the right by 1, so into this right corner here. And do a upright diagonal. Then we're going to zoom out quickly. So that's what we should be looking like in that little area there that we just did. And again, we're going to fly to the one sticking onto the left first. And we'll come back to those ones later on. So fly to the one sticking onto the left. And once we've flown to this one sticking onto the left, we're going to place another 2 going to the left from here. So 1 and 2. We're then going to do an up left diagonal. From this up left diagonal, place 1 on top. We're then going to repeat this 2 here 2 more times in the up left diagonal direction. So do an up left diagonal, place 1 on top, and then another up left diagonal, and another 1 on top. And as you can see, that should be 3 of those 2s in a up left diagonal direction. So 1, 2, and 3. Once you've got 3 of those, fly back towards the end one here. Once we've flown back towards the end one here, we're going to do another up left diagonal, and we're going to place 1 on top. We're then going to place 1 to the right, and then flying to the left by 1, so into this left corner here, and do an up left diagonal from here. And from this up left diagonal, we'll place 1 on top. And then once we place this 1 on top, we're going to zoom out quickly. So this 2 right here that we've done, we're going to do an upright diagonal from the top of this 2, and we're also going to do an up left diagonal. So do an upright diagonal, and then do an up left diagonal as well from the top of this 2. And we should be looking like that right there. Once we have done that, we are going to fly to the up left diagonal that we did. So fly to here. And once you've flown to here, we're going to place 1 on top, just like so. We're then going to do another up left diagonal. This time place 2 on top. So 1 and 2. We're then going to repeat this 3 here 2 more times in the up left diagonal direction. So do an up left diagonal and place 2 on top. 1 and 2. That's 1. Do another up left diagonal, another 2 on top. And that's 2. And as you can see, that should be 3 of those 3s in total. 1, 2, and 3. Once you've got 3 of them, fly back up to the top. So back to this end one here. And we're going to do an up left diagonal from here. From this up left diagonal, we're going to place 2 on top. So 1 and 2. We're then going to place 1 to the right. Then flying to the left by 1, so back to here. And we're going to place 2 going up from here. So 1 and 2. And then place 1 to the right. And then flying to the left by 1, so back to this left corner. And do an up left diagonal from here. From this up left diagonal, place 4 on top. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. We're then going to do an up left diagonal from here. And from this up left diagonal, we're going to place 2 on top. So 1 and 2. We're then going to place 1 to the right. Then flying to the left by 1, so back to this left corner. And we're going to place 3 going up from here. So 1, 2, and 3. Then place 1 to the right. Again, flying to the left by 1, so back to this corner here. And we're going to place 4 going up from here. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. Then do an upright diagonal. From this upright diagonal, place 1 on top. Then do another upright diagonal. And from this upright diagonal, place 2 on top. So 1 and 2. We're then going to place 1 to the right. Then flying to the left by 1, so back to this left corner. And do 2 up left diagonals. So 1 and 2. And once you've done this 2 up left diagonals, we're going to zoom out quickly. And basically what we're going to do from this second up left diagonal, once again, we're going to do an up left diagonal from here. But we're also going to do a bottom left diagonal from here. So, do an up left diagonal. And do a bottom left diagonal. And we should be looking like that right there. Once we have done that, we're going to fly to the bottom left diagonal first. And we'll come back to the up left diagonal after. So, once you've flown to this bottom left diagonal that we did, we're going to do another 5 bottom left diagonals from here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. From this 5th one, place 1 underneath, just like so. We're then going to do 3 bottom left diagonals. So 1, and 2, and 3. And from this 3rd one, place 1 to the left. Then place 1 on top. And then we're going to do 2 upright diagonals. So 1 and 2. And from the second top right diagonal, we're going to place 1 on top, then I'm going to place 1 to the left, flying to the right by 1, so back to this right corner here, and so we're going to place 1 on top, we're then going to place 1 to the right, and then place another 1 on top, and then we're going to zoom out. So we're doing that little area there. So what we want to do is we want to fly to the one, stick onto the left, right here. So fly to that one, and once you've flown to this one, stick onto the left, we're going to do 5 bottom left diagonals from here. So 1, and 2, and 3, 4, and 5. And from this 5th bottom left diagonal, we're going to place 1 going to the left, just like so. And do another bottom left diagonal. And from this bottom left diagonal, place another 1 going to the left. Then do another bottom left diagonal. And from this bottom left diagonal, we're going to place 1 going to the left. Flying to the right by 1, so back to here. Place 1 underneath. And then we're going to do a bottom left diagonal. And then once you've done this bottom left diagonal, we're also going to do an up left diagonal from here. And as you can see, the up left diagonal connects the up right diagonal direction to that one and sticking up to the left right there. And from this up left diagonal that we just did, we're going to do 5 bottom left diagonals from here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. From this 5th one, we're going to place 2 to the left. So 1 and 2. We're then going to place 1 underneath. We're then going to place 1 to the left. Then place 1 underneath. Then fly up by 1. And place 1 on top. And then we're going to fly back to the bottom. Once we've flown back to the bottom, place 1 going to the left, just like so. I'm going to zoom out quickly. So we should be looking like that right there. And then once you zoomed out, as you can see, we're not quite done yet. There's another area we've got to do. And as you can see, there's like 2 by 2 kind of square right here. We want to fly to the right of it. So this one right here, as you can see. So if I leave that 1 gold block, as you can see, we're going to go on top of here, right here. And we're going to place 2 black concrete on top of here. So 1 and 2. And there we go. We should be looking like that right there. So we should have a 2 gap in between here, just like so. And there's that like 4 by 4 square there, with the 1 coming underneath it and the 1 to the left. Once you have done that though, fly back up to this 2 sticking up here. And once we've flown back up to here, we're actually going to repeat this 2 here 3 more times in the upright diagonal direction. So do an upright diagonal, place 1 on top. That's 1. Another upright diagonal, another 1 on top. That's 2. Another upright diagonal, another 1 on top. And that's 3. As you can see, there should be 4 of those, 2 in total, including this one here. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. As you can see, we've got 4 of them. So fly back towards the end one here. Once you're back to here, do an upright diagonal. From this upright diagonal, place 3 on top. So 1, 2, and 3. Then do another upright diagonal. And from this upright diagonal, place 1 on top, just like so. Then do another upright diagonal. And from this upright diagonal, place 2 on top. So 1 and 2. Then do an upright diagonal. And from this upright diagonal, we're going to place 1 on top. But I'm going to place 1 to the left. Flying to the right by 1, so back to here, in this right corner. And place 1 on top, then 1 to the right, and another 1 on top. Then zoom out quickly. Once you've done that, fly to the 1 sticking out to the left. So back to here. Once you've flown to here, do a bottom left diagonal. From this bottom left diagonal, place 1 to the left. Then we're going to place 1 on top, then do an upright diagonal. From this upright diagonal, place 2 on top, so 1 and 2. We're then going to do another upright diagonal, and from this upright diagonal, place 1 on top, and then finally but not least, do another upright diagonal, and place another 1 on top, just like so. And once you place this 1 on top, we're actually going to zoom out quickly, and once we zoom out, you can probably actually notice that we're not online here. Now, when I say that, currently right now I'm not online. I don't know though if I did say the correct amount number in the tutorial for Sasuke, because if you actually head over to Sasuke, there's actually a part where we went wrong in Sasuke. Now, we're actually quite lucky that the part wasn't a major part. It's only actually a really small part up to the top, so it's very easily fixable. So we're lucky on that end, which was actually the first mistake to be said that I've made. Obviously, any other mistakes that I made I usually cut out, but I didn't actually notice this mistake, but again, luckily it's not a bad one. So if we fly over to Sasuke, there's a 5 over here that I've done. Now again, if I have actually said the right number but did it wrong, there should be like some text on the screen saying, yes, I said it correctly, and I did the wrong number, or no, I didn't say it correctly, and it's the wrong number. But as you can see, there's a 5 here, and we actually don't want this 5. So if you basically start from the top, if you go down in the bottom right diagonal direction, it should be 3, 2, 1, And then if you've got a 5, that means basically this shouldn't be here, and that's incorrect. And instead it should be 4. So what we're going to do is we're just going to break one on top of this 5 right here, then just break all the rest as well of the black concrete going up. And as you can see, now it looks like a 4. And then once you have done that 4, we want to do 2 up left diagonals basically from here. So 1 and 2. And from the second up left diagonal, you want to place 1 on top, and then do another up left diagonal, and then you want to place 2 on top. And then there you go. That should be done right there. Now, obviously, you have to destroy all that grey concrete going along here, which, you know, that might be fun. Or maybe not. Again, apologies for the mistake. I didn't realise I actually made a mistake, but luckily it's not a major mistake. So, I'm not going to break all of this now, because I'll do that off camera, and basically I'll show the final version, but instead, we're going to go to the right of this black concrete with our gold block by setting our numbers to make sure we are all correct now and make sure we didn't go wrong anywhere else. And so we're going to count 23 gold blocks going to the right from here, and we should hit that black concrete. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, and 23. As you can see, I've placed 23 gold blocks there, and you should have done that as well. And now you should have connected, which means we have now done everything correctly. Obviously, again, I do have to do that grey concrete line again. So again, I was actually going to cut it out, but you know what? I'm going to do it on camera, just to make sure, though, you can see what the correct version looks like. But to make it easy for you, once you do those gold blocks, you can actually keep those gold blocks right there, so we can go to the left so we know we're in line. So we're just going to just drill these now, and again, just want to say quick apologies for actually going wrong, but luckily it wasn't, as I said, a major mistake, which is the first mistake that I've made in the actually recording it, but again, not a major mistake, so it's not too bad. But again, do apologise for the inconvenience there. And we got a lot to destroy. So once we have destroyed all that, as you can see, we've just gone all the way to the left, destroyed everything, and then you just want to fly down to this layer, and now we just want to go all the way to the right. I guess that was the fault of actually, well, I was going to say it would be the fault of not counting properly, but we did actually count properly. It's just that we didn't place properly, because we placed 1 block. But again, as I said, we are actually really lucky that that was the place that I went wrong. And again, I don't know if I actually said it wrong, or if I just placed it wrong again. There should be some text on the screen, and as I said, if you do have 4 there, that does mean you have done it correctly, and that doesn't mean you have to destroy it. But if it is 5, obviously, you have to make it 4. And again, I do apologise for the inconvenience, but I think I'm going to leave that there as well, as we did make a mistake. I'll keep it nice in there, and we have completed quite a bit of the build. And we actually do have a lot of points that we have made that we can go off next time. And you know what, we're going to do a full zoom out, as we now have the complete version, and we do have the 2 connecting, which I've kept the gold blocks. I will go back and destroy those, but there's no point going back and destroying them now. And there you go, that's everything so far, as you can see, which is, it's quite hard to get everything in a nice kind of colour frame, which, again, to get everything in frame, you have to kind of mess around with the FOV and your chunks so you can render everything in, as it is a gigantic build. But once again, that is the end of today's build. If you did enjoy this build, feel free to hit the like button and subscribe, and again, hopefully we make no more mistakes, which, again, as our first mistake, luckily, we scraped away with it. And without further ado, I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.